All right, thanking the Lord for so much. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, I tell you, well, it's after 12 now. It's a new day. Thank the Lord for that. But I was going to say, man, it has been one sad day. You know how your phone can ring, and every time it ring, it ain't nothing but bad news. And for those of y'all who looked at the video I did about being murdered, coming from Bible study in Choir Russell, which is all over the news now, which is so sad. And I was talking in the video about Cheryl Bennett, and how she was murdered. And in the last video, before I even knew it, they was praying that, the people that committed the murder was found. And it's even hard for me to do this video, but I got to get on through with it. As I talked to Louis Laurent, which is my pastor, earlier, when he was in his sermon, he was hitting on this about this woman, because this woman, dynamic woman, always came to our church and supported us. And she was murdered. Listen to what I'm saying, murdered, coming from church. Just got through praising the Lord, praying for folks. And she would always go out and feed the needy, help others, encourage others. Beautiful woman, beautiful spirit. And they took her life. And I get a phone call from Mama JT saying that they have found the people who murdered Cheryl. And when I cut the news on and listened to what Mom said, I couldn't believe what I saw with my own eyes. Like I was just telling you, K. Ray. These boys that murdered this woman, I knew them. Close, like in-laws. I mean, to see them have their face on the news, I thought I was looking at a movie, but I'm looking at real life, which was my boy PJ. And I always told him, man, y'all know we like family, because I consider them like little brothers to me. One, the young one ain't nothing but 18. And when I saw this and I looked at the comments of how people are leaving these bad comments, even on Facebook, I was looking at the comments on Facebook in the news, how people was wishing that they just, somebody would kill them. And it's sad to see that about somebody that you know. Now, I'm not talking about I just know that I know of them. I'm talking about I know them. They stayed on my street. When Pop and them was on his end, they stayed right beside Pop. And K-Ray stayed right in front of him. I'm talking about somebody I know deep. Matter of fact, we just had a musical, K-Ray, and we went down to my home church. I was just singing with his sister because we like this. And Dee Dee, if you see this video, hold your head up. Because we are family, and I hate stuff like this. I don't know what made, I mean, PJ never even been in trouble. And you always wonder, why do you see things like this? How can somebody, they ain't never been in trouble, just all of a sudden? I mean, his brother was married with 2 children. And it's sad because I'm thinking of his sister in this video, Dee Dee. I mean, you already lost your mama. You already lost Big Dave, who died at an early age. Now you got to see your brother pretty much probably get lethal injection, because he's been charged with capital murder. And to see somebody you grew up with that you looking at on the news, I mean, done been to your house, you conversate with them, you've been knowing them all their life. It's cold. That's why I say my spirit a little vexed today, but I'm still good. I thank God for everything. But here's the saddest part. It gets worse. As I looked at the news again, the lady that they killed stayed right around the corner from me, family for years, and still there. And as I saw the news, this lady popped up that it was just over my house, which is Lucille. And when I saw her, I thought about little Go that had got killed not too long ago, which is Melvin. Died so young, cold basketball player. Now just catch what I'm saying. This family was praying that they found the killers. And when they found the killers, they recognized that this is somebody that grew up with them and their family, played with their nephews. So in other words, PJ has taken the life of one of his pretty much best friends, family member. This is cold. And the families know each other. And Pilgrim Rest, a big shout out to the Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church, Reverend Curtis Wallace. I mean, this is sad. I was looking at this on TV, man. I know both of us. I know both sides of the family. You know, PJ, I mean, on Papa JT's side of the family, and then my other little cousins, they all are close. You know, they know each other. And I got a lot of cousins locked up. And now another one finna be added to the list. But the woman on the news, Miss Lucille, said, I just want to ask one question. Why? Why did he have to murder her? Why he just didn't take what he wanted? And come to find out, they start connecting other robberies with PJ. And I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, people. I never do. I don't, you know, I try not to wish nothing bad on nobody. But I always say, if you done what you done, then justice will be served. Because on Judgment Day is the real Judgment Day. That's why it's been a long day. I mean, Mama was in tears earlier because Mama watched them grow up as kids to men, and to see this on the news. I mean, it's just like I'm so used to seeing stuff, but certain things hit me harder than others because I come out of the hood. I mean, I'm still in the hood, and you know, I'm gonna say it like this: half of this community is dead or in the penitentiary. Okay, Ray, you know what I'm talking about. And look like every week I get a call or somebody done died or done something you wouldn't even think. I'm gonna tell you this in this video too. You don't never know what's on a person's mind. Miss Cheryl was coming back from Bible study, choir rehearsal, and she made it all the way home by herself. She gets out and get ready to go in the condo, and they come out of nowhere, stabbed her to death. To me, people, that's a cold way to go out. Stabbed her. And you wonder why I don't preach on rapture. Beautiful woman, Christian woman. I'm going to tell you something, people. You don't know when you're going to die, and you don't know how you're going to die. This is why I thank God every morning that I wake up. And then I read about people like this close to us. I mean, they played basketball together as little kids. That's all they cared about. And if you knew about Lil Go, every time you saw him, he had his basketball in his hand. And he took out one of the people that he grew up with. Like family. You might well say family took out family. When are we going to stop killing each other? Jesus. You're going to rob somebody that ain't got nothing no way. I never understood why you would rob your next door neighbor and he ain't got $2. Man, you can get killed behind $2, $5 now for the love of money so you can go get high. You would think people would rob somebody that got something, but black folks are steady robbing and killing black folks. God almighty. They took that woman's purse. Robbery. Stabbed her multiple times till she died out there in the parking lot. This lady was just at our church not too long ago because our home church is Pilgrim Rest. And this is going to be tough for both families. Because out here, when you're in the hood, you ain't too far from each other. my prayers go out to you, Dee Dee, all of y'all. And my prayers go out to Cheryl Bennett and her family. I mean, all of y'all said her. The Hurd family is pretty big. And I went to school with a lot of them, and man, it's like if you see them, you don't even know what to say to them. And this lady's spirit was so beautiful. And it's sad, man. Yeah. I just said in the other video, we don't know who's next. But it looks to me like things are lining up, just like the Bible says. I always talk about tribulation and persecuting of the saints. When you look at how the devil will make war with the saints, how the devil is so so convincing, how the devil going to be making these signs and wonders like Revelation tells us people are not staying on God, not studying. You can get killed by your own family. And it seems like it don't matter how you protect yourself. Somebody might say, well, why God allowed that to happen? See, one thing we need to realize is that we are all going to die. But being with God is way better than this right here. This is a bunch of confusion, a bunch of murdering, a bunch of everything just going on. So I'm going to look at this like another going home. Lord, just give the family strength. I pray for both sides. I know both sides. Matter of fact, grew up around both sides of the family. And to just come from, just like I was at the musical Saturday, to sing with Dee Dee and worship with the church, you know, the family, and then to get a phone call just like that. And what's so cold, I was just talking to one of them young brothers not too long ago about staying out of jail. He just got out and he said it really ain't too much to live for. Yes, it is. But once you have gotten used to being in the system and living one way, thinking that it ain't no help, you lose hope and don't even care. I'm not going to sit up here and say nothing bad about PJ, nor little Rudy. I'm going to say I just pray for both sides of the family. What's done has been done. I pray for them. I hate that this has happened because I would have never saw this coming from PJ. Matter of fact, some of y'all might know PJ. If you know Chris Bosh, that year when Chris Bosh, they was at Lincoln High School and they won that championship, you see the photo, PJ is right there. And Chris Bosh went to the NBA. I always used to tell PJ, man, you need to go to the NBA, man. You getting that height, boy, you using that body, you gonna be cold. Now PJ didn't get to go to the NBA. PJ on his way to the penitentiary. And I believe they're gonna charge this boy with another murder also. And to see somebody you grew up with close on the news. See, I don't try to tell people what to do, but I do try to give people this word of God and tell them how serious it is and how you should value your life. Because with a snap of the finger, any one of us could be gone. I told many men, look at how many nights we drive home and go home on Bible study nights and choir rehearsal nights. It could have been any one of us murdered trying to get from our car, getting out of our car to the house. And somebody decide to take your life, and they will. That's why I call it life after death. I know it's a tough loss, but that woman is dynamic. She ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. God got her. God bless you.